We are tier listing every single Barcelona kit from the 90s up until the modern day. That's what we do here on Fool's Piece. We figure out which ones are trash, which ones are class. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm going to go ahead and throw it over to Pete, who's going to give a little bit of a history on Barcelona.
Today, Manoli, we're doing a big club, and that is Barcelona. Can you say it correctly?
Let me try, right? Barcelona.
Barcelona. So the history of this club is actually interesting. Founded by a Swiss guy, Jean Gamper, and actually a group of Swiss, Catalan, German, and English footballers back in 1899. He was actually working as an accountant and a sports journalist, and he advertised for players to form a new football team, and that's kind of how this hall got started. He also played for them too. He became the president. But the most important thing about this club is that it's like the biggest symbol of Catalan culture. They have the saying, the més que un club, which is more than a club. And that speaks volumes to how like the impact that it has in the northern region of Spain, because it's always been like graded with like the political landscape and always wanting independence. It's just kind of crazy. They're always in the middle of it.
It's a club for the people too. It's a club owned by the people.
Yes, it's one of the only few clubs that are owned by the people. It's a registered association, so people are not able to like purchase shares of a club, but they can only buy membership, and that's pretty much it.
We should look into this. Do you want to become a minority? I'm sorry, not a minority stakeholder, but a member of Barcelona.
Maybe we should. I just want to talk to.
I just want to talk to
Hansi Flick.
Listen,
I just want to talk to him.
Listen to me, no bias here, no like ulterior motives, but like Lamine Yamal, I think we could do a transfer to Chelsea FC. I just think it could be the right move for him. I don't know.
I'd take a Lewandowski. Like, Lewandowski, you like England? Do you think like that weather would be good for you? So 27 La Liga titles, second most. They have 36 Copa del Reys, and then they have 5 Champions Leagues, 4 of them in this century. Classic colors of their kits are obviously the blue and the red with like the yellow as well, using the colors of the Catalonian flag embedded in there. The crest has the yellow and red stripes, and those are the stripes of the Senyera, which is also, like I mentioned, the flag of Catalonia. They also have the St. George cross, which is the symbol of Barcelona's patron saint.
Before we dive too deep in here, Pete, what are you rocking today?
I am rocking I want to say this was the 21, the Barca away kit. Again, this was like another one of these years where I just didn't know what I wanted, and I haven't had a Barcelona kit ever. The away kit looked really nice. We'll see some cool details about it when we get to it. But without further ado, let's start.
Wait a minute.
Oh.
You're not even gonna ask me?
Alright, well, what are you wearing, Manoli?
Well, today, recently acquired my Grail jersey. 15 years in the making to find this bad boy. The 2010 home kit with, as I showed before, Mr. Puyol on the back, Mr. Carles Puyol. This one took forever to hunt down. Also, before we dive in, I want to give a little shout out to Mr. at Forza Barca, always commenting on our posts, always asking for Barcelona, brother. This one is for you.
Yeah, that's for you.
Thank you for supporting the channel.
Subscriber right there.
All right, let's get to it, Pete.
All right, so reason I picked 98.99 just because it's an iconic partnership with Nike. This is like the first year with Nike. I know there's some of the Kappa ones, and we'll honorable mention them. Like they're worth it.
Let's take a quick look, because there's really only 4. For pretty much all of Kappa's time with Barcelona, this was the majority of their home kits, and the away kit were the same. This is their home kit for pretty much the entirety of it. Honestly, very classic Kappa design. It's the old crest. I like the Barca repeating here. Like this, we don't have it on the list. This would be an easy wear it out for me, though.
Easy wear it out. Even beauty, you could say.
You could. I mean, it's gorgeous. This is a very like iconic vintage kit. This away kit, I mean, this is another classic away kit. This is a wear it out, I'd say.
This is a wear it out.
Very like. This almost feels more 80s than 90s. Like the fact that this is kind of like it did start mid 90s, but
gives me like an Art Deco-y kind of vibe. I don't know why.
And then this was the only year they changed was in their last year with it was 97, 98. Just kind of got rid of the collar. It's very similar design, but they changed things up a little bit. This is a very interesting little choice here. I think it's decent. I like the other one more.
Yeah, I like the first one way better.
On person, little better. Honestly, it's kind of giving TJ Maxx a little bit, like TJ Maxx bootleg jersey a bit.
If you take away the Barca crest, it almost looks like a Crystal Palace shirt.
This, I actually say wear it out. I like the orange when they do the orange kits. You don't see too many of them over time, but when they do it, I like it.
If it was in my book, I would put it in decent.
Kappa Barca was very classic. We'll give it that, though.
I agree. It's hard not to recognize it.
Back to what is one of the oldest partnerships, I feel like, in soccer when it comes to kit manufacturers and teams.
Since Nike's like kind of, I feel like phasing out of the club football game, there's only a handful of clubs that they're keeping, and they're like holding on to the Barca deal. I know there was some rumblings that they were trying to get out of that deal, or Barca wanted more money from that deal, and Puma could be coming through trying to steal that. So we'll have to see what happens in the future here. I would say this is I'm putting it in beauty because they did win the Liga this year.
All right, you got me because it's that plays. I was gonna say wear it out. I like the designs. It's very clean. So they're kind of similar to Inter, where when they stay clean with their stripes, they rarely fail. They get a little experimental when we go on, but this is just like a very classic design. I love no sponsor. I always really deeply appreciate when you don't see sponsors, especially in like older, even to newer.
There's some teams that no sponsor works so much better, and Barcelona is one of them. I know they actually don't have a lot of bad sponsorship history, actually. They're one of the few teams that doesn't have bad sponsors, but
they're typically pretty lucky with theirs. They seem to play most of the time.
Moving with the away kit, I kind of say wear it out. I like the colors here. The colors here work. I like this.
It's a little U.S. men's national team. I think it's because of the gray, but I do honestly, if you swap out the crest and put it in the U.S. soccer crest, it plays just the same. But I do really like it. I think this easy wear it out for sure.
I like the collar too. I like the triangular collar there.
Yeah, they do that with both there.
Yeah, it looks really cool.
This is very 90s, that collar. Their third kit, honestly, I think is a beauty. I really like this. I like this a lot more than the away kit. I like the orange. Like, I know I just said, I like the orange a lot. I like, just like the spacing. It kind of frames the crest there. Also, I believe this is the introduction of their new crest. I think the last year.
Yeah.
I mean, it's Barcelona and orange really plays for me. They don't do it very often, but when they do, I'm just always a big fan.
High wear it out. I don't know about beauty.
I'll make sure high wear it out. That's fine. I like this better than the away kit, though. 99 2000. This is their centennial.
Yes, this is celebrating the centennial 100 years, baby.
I mean, this is one of their most iconic. Anything less than absolute class is shameful. This is like one of the most iconic kits.
This is absolute class. I agree with you 100%. This is such an iconic kit.
The dates it's insane how well like the dates just add on to this. Like what would have already been a really good kit. The split down the middle, we just saw a kind of a new take on that this year. They've done this a handful of times, but this is just, I mean, it's gorgeous. It's classic. So it's iconic. I always think of Figo in this jersey, personally.
Yeah, I love the dark colored shorts too. That always plays for me. I love it when they do the dark color shorts.
Guardiola.
Freaking Guardiola. Look at that when he had hair too. Jeez.
Crazy.
Before he ruined modern football.
Anything less than class would be a criminal offense.
2000, 2001 here. Interesting year in particular because of what happens off the field. Luis Figo got sold to arch rivals Real Madrid for 60 million euros because he had like a release clause that they paid. There's actually a good documentary on Netflix. I haven't gotten a chance to watch it, but I heard good things that goes through the whole drama that was involved in that transfer. It got like political. It got just so embedded into what was happening in Spanish culture. The other iconic thing is that when I think he went back to the Camp Nou, somebody threw a pig's head when he was taking a corner.
Oh my God.
That was crazy.
For context to how insane of a transfer fee that is, if you calculate that into inflation, that would have been $109 million transfer.
Jesus.
Or euro, but still.
It's just, the other thing is that this led Barcelona to like a couple rebuilding years while it started Real Madrid's Galacticos era with Figo coming in. I would say this is a low wear it out for me. I don't like the shoulder, like the armpits like underneath there. I like the collar. I just don't like how
It's so funny because I'm like the opposite. Like I don't mind underneath the sleeves. It's the collar I'm not a crazy big fan of, but I'm with you regardless. Lower it out. Going into 2001 and 2002, they finished 4th this year, and this kit, I'm putting it where it out. I think. It's hard to admit. Like this is what I mean. Like these designs play. I love how they alternate the sleeves. They have red on one side, blue on the other. I like the framing with this gold trim around it. This is clean.
Yeah. I love the centering of the badge too, staying consistent as well. I like it. I like the gold trim too. It all works. The colors here are working well.
This I do think is a beauty. I really love this.
This is
kit.
a beauty. This is a beauty.
Now this one's just gorgeous. The gold is so. It's like gold, kind of like it's almost bronzish metallic.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just awesome. It looks so clean. The blue and the red.
That was the
everything
next thing.
just centered. The symmetry's wonderful on this.
That was the next thing I was going to point out is I love how they incorporated the blue and the reds next to the center striping there. So it's pretty good, decent.
This is decent. It's kind of like a blue. It's a blue T-shirt. This barely. I feel like this barely counts.
It was used in a single match. It was just in a single match. So yeah,
it like barely counts as a jersey in my opinion.
Nike was like, we don't have any third kits for you, so we just have these training tops. We'll just put your badge on it. 0203, Young Iniesta joins. I like this because they use the template from that 02 World Cup. You can kind of see it with that kind of striping going down like the oblique area there. It's decent. I don't like the template on this. This kit just doesn't work with that template. It's just the template doesn't work here. This is wear it out. I like this.
I'd say this is wear it out. I think it's low wear it out. Honestly, my big gripe is I don't like the sash ending. I wish it continued. I think that's kind of what. Because, like, right here, it kind of, like, this spacing with the badge feels awkward. Like, I know it's, like, it's a perfect kind of fit there.
I don't think it...
But then ending it here feels awkward.
Well, that's just based off the template. I think the template there is what kills the striping of the sash there. Moving on to 03-04. I would say this is a important year in Barcelona history, for modern history, I would say. One of my first favorite soccer player ever, Ronaldinho, just captured, the enthusiasm and spirit of the game. He comes into Barcelona from PSG. Again, the colors, it's why don't the stripes go all the way through?
The colors aren't the problem. This is that Nike template. We saw this with Arsenal. I think we saw it with Man U too. The Inter, this template ruined a lot of kits. This is decent for me because of that. Unless I'm rocking this, unless I'm rocking it tucked in.
Back. Look at the back
look,
too.
you can't even tell because like when you tuck it in, it's fine. But like how often you tuck it in jerseys? Yeah, it does the same thing. Like this would be a beauty, I think, if it went all the way down. Yeah. This is a beauty.
This is a beauty. I love this kit too.
And this would be class. I would actually put this in class, but I hate how it just cuts off here. But the alternating stripes with the blue and red is so clean on this tan kit. This is so sick.
It's a different play off of that other away kit from a couple years back with the center stripe. It's the same kind of concept, but instead we're doing like the nice horizontal pinstripes.
Do you know what kit this is? This is the I'm gonna go slug a few pints kit. This is a good pints kit. Rock this oversized a little bit, like here with a pair of jeans and 2 to 5 Guinnesses. All right, 2004, 2005, return to greatness. They won La Liga this year. They also had, I'd say, 2 very significant signings: Mr. Samuel Eto'o and Deco.
And it looks like maybe young Messi joins too.
That actually would check out. This is probably Messi's first year getting called up. It's the total 90 template.
The only problem I have with this kit is why is the Nike logo so high up? Anyway, I think it's a beauty still. I like this one a lot.
Yeah, I was just say wear it out beauty still easily, but either bring it down or make it centered, one or the other.
Yeah,
but,
this is
still a great kit. I kind of think it's rubbish. I'm going to say it. Wow, you own this kit?
Yeah, baby, I do.
Wow. I feel a little bad now.
This is wear it out. This is so a wear it out.
When did you get that kit?
Shout out to my aunt and uncle. Back in 04-05, they went on vacation to Barcelona. They went to the Camp Nou, to the team store, and they bought me this kit. And I've kept it ever since.
I feel a little bad now.
So this is a wear it out. I actually really like this kit. I think this is a unique kit.
I'm gonna be real. There's not a lot I like about this kit, but because I put my foot in my mouth just now, we're gonna put it and wear it out.
We're gonna put it. I can't believe I got you with that one. That was
2005 and 2006. So we have Champions League winners, La Liga champs, and Supercopa, a treble. And also, I guess this is the year that Messi definitely started making a few more reps than usual.
Yes.
I mean, this kit's
Absolute class.
Yeah, I don't think
absolute class.
A treble, you're immediately class. I don't make the rules.
Yeah, obviously.
Pete made the rules.
Yeah, I did make the rules. This kit is like a core memory in my head. I was like only like 11, 12 years old at this time. I turned on the TV and they had the Barcelona Arsenal Champions League final on ESPN. It was like one of the few times that like American television was actually airing the Champions League final. I just only knew who Ronaldinho was. This kit sticks in my head a lot. I actually like this kit a lot. I might want to go grab it.
You've covered all the bases here. This is a clean kit.
I say wear it out because so a lot of people love the Volt, like the Volt
they
color.
Do. Barcelona, people do love the Volt yellow for Barcelona.
This is a highlight.
You're right.
It's pretty iconic. Also, I also remember seeing a lot of Ronaldinho highlights in this one too. So
it's great for traffic safety as well. If you need to move some cars, just wear this kit.
It is.
2006, 2007. Now we see our first sponsor since we started this episode, and I think this is on the Mount Rushmore of iconic sponsor club partnerships. UNICEF comes in with Barcelona. Like when I think like this is the partnership, like when I think Barcelona kits, still to this day, I'm just like, God, UNICEF was so fucking good on them, and I stand with that still. Like I just think it looks so good.
That's fair. I guess because I have that memory of the Champions League final, I don't picture them with the sponsors. So when they added the sponsors, I was like, whoa, what the hell? But okay.
I mean, to say this is anything less than a beauty, I think would be crazy.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's a beauty. I like the thicker stripes here. They just did the 4 stripes. Yeah, look at that. We get another orange kit.
Yep, and this is, I would be willing to say this is a beauty. This is like one of the most iconic orange kits, I think.
I don't like the gold colors that they choose. I wish they chose a different color for the numbers.
Oh, really? I really like the gold on the orange. I think it's like a very like iconic look. I like UNICEF going with the blue just to like add some.
I don't mind the UNICEF gold with like a color that's close to it. Always kind of
I think it looks so good. This is like an iconic combination in my opinion. Like this kit is.
I
love this kit.
I like the orange is good. I like the orange. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I think.
Where do you put it? Where do you put it?
You said what, beauty?
I think it's a beauty.
Put it in and wear it out. We'll spin for it.
I love that orange kit. Let's go. It's the same as last year's. The UNICEF does add quite a bit here. This is what I mean.
Yeah, this one is also like, why can't we just go with the black colors on the bottom there? Like, why can't we, instead of gold, why can't we just go with like black? You know, like the Ronaldinho one. Like, if it's like that, then cool. Is it bad that I'm putting this one in decent? I actually think the sponsorship kind of takes away from the kit.
It's funny because I think it adds to it. I don't know. I'm not that passionate about this kit.
I'll put it in decent. I'm gonna put it in decent. I just think the sponsorship takes it away. I think on its own. So. I mean, you had to.
Let me just say, from the bottom of my heart, it's class.
Yeah, of course, absolute class. Yeah, what's around the crest?
So it's the 50 years of Camp Nou.
Ah.
And that's like one thing I love when they throw the olive branches around the crest.
Yes,
and that's what I think really shoots it to class 100%. But the gold trim, they put the sleeves in the bottom of the kit. This is like patent pending Barca stripes. The UNICEF looks good. Everything about this kit is like perfection to me.
Yes, I agree. I agree 100%.
07-08's away kit, honestly, also class.
I'm going to say beauty, but
I feel like this is arguably one of their most iconic away kits they've ever had. Ronaldinho in this kit, Thierry Henry, Messi was like kind of like just getting in the squad more.
No, this is full blown Pep's like, we're going to get rid of Ronaldinho next year, and Messi's this is full blown. We're going to give the keys to Messi after this year. But all right, I'll meet you there. I'll meet you with absolute class. I could see how this does stand out more than some of the other tealish, blue, like aqua color ones that they've done. You've convinced me. I'll put it in there. So moving on to 08-09, Gerard Piqué comes in from United. You know, a return you could say. But did you know that Gerard Piqué was a striker at United? He did not play center back.
Wild, right?
He couldn't. Well, yeah, it makes sense. You couldn't break through when you got Rooney, Van Nistelrooy, Ronaldo,
But
Tevez.
guess imagine, but it's crazy to see a player like he like maybe shift to like a center forward or a cam position. No, opposite end of the fucking field, the closest thing to keeper.
Ronaldinho and Deco sold. So Pep Guardiola is also the head coach, and he's like,
Messi
Messi's the
takes
key.
over the number
Messi.
10.
They win the Champions League. They win La Liga. They do Copa del Rey, whole treble, the whole shebang. This is an absolute class. I love the half too. The half is super nice here with the blue
made its
and
way
red.
back.
It does suck though that they did beat United in the Champions League final, but we're not talking about that.
I think this is also class. This is a gorgeous kit. I mean,
I
a treble
also-
season, the start of the Messi dynasty, and I mean, it just works so well.
It does. The yellow works, the red and the blue work. I love how like it does stop and the UNICEF logo is in like the right spot there. That also plays a key part.
2009, 2010, they do have the double this year, winning La Liga and the Supercopa. And we see a straight swap with Inter here. Samuel Eto'o is off to Italy, and they bring in, for one whole year, Mr. Zlatan Ibrahimovic.
Yeah, Zlatan, baby. I don't know if it was a straight swap. I think there was like 20 mil involved as well.
Something.
But whatever. It doesn't mean you kind of upgrade. I mean, I know Eto's really good, was a good, amazing striker for them, but I mean, it's freaking Zlatan.
This kid's class. This kid's so good.
The striping is perfect.
The trim around the collar and the sleeves are fantastic.
The UNICEF with the yellow. It hits all the buttons, baby. For a Barca kit. Hits all of them.
It's like it's good. It's great. Yep. It's perfect.
This is one of the first away kits I think of for some reason. I love this peach color. This peach color. This is like, are we putting it in class?
I don't know. I think beauty for sure.
Put it in
it's
beauty.
a beauty. It's so simple. It's hilarious how simple it is, but it works. Maybe it's because this is the year that, at least me, I started watching soccer a lot more, like definitely regularly. And I remember this kit. I remember your cousin had this kit with Ibra.
Yeah.
He got it in Spain, and I'm like, damn, that's kind of a sick jersey, but it's funny because he's already sold.
Yeah.
So this 2009-2010 anniversary kit, it was only won once. This is one of the rarest kits in history. It is
probably
super limited. They only made 1,899 for the 110th anniversary of the club in honor of the year it was founded. It was only played in the Joan Gamper Trophy in 2009.
Jean Gamper is also the founder or one of the original founders of the club too, so obviously it makes sense.
In honor of them. It was played against Man City. It's got to be crazy owning an original one of these. I can't even imagine how much it's actually worth.
I don't even know.
It's sick. I think this is a pretty sick kit. I would put this, I'd say beauty. I think it's a really fun kit.
I would say wear it out.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
I like the colors a lot. The 3 bars down the middle, but I also like how the mess goes sideways there.
Yeah.
I'm guessing it's for the Mesquite owned club.
Yep. Mesquite owned club.
I've been looking forward to this one. 2010, 2011. First off, absolute class. They won the Champions League, La Liga, and the Supercopa. I remember, watching that game. This is the first Champions League final I ever watched live. Messi put on a masterclass. Rooney had a sick goal.
Yeah, I mean, as a United fan, we got torched. There was nothing that we could do. That
is where Barcelona, I think, that is where they really laid the groundwork for that. They were about to run the next 10 years.
This is the peak. This is peak Barcelona. This is arguably one of the best teams ever assembled, ever graced a field. Yeah, you got Pedro, you got Xavi, you got Iniesta, you got Messi, you got, like you said, Piqué, Puyol, Dani Alves.
I think this is their best kit they've ever had.
Yes, I agree. I think this is the best kit, the best Barca kit ever. Beauty. It's a beauty. I love this one. This is also one of my favorite away kits. I love this because it's again one of these where like the colors shouldn't work, but they do.
There's no reason it should. I feel like this doesn't make sense in any color theory idea. But damn it, it's clean. Like, this is the easiest cop ever if you can find it for a good price.
Yeah.
2011, 2012. Pretty sad moment for me, I remember. We lost UNICEF for the Qatar Foundation. this design's a little interesting. This is one of the first times we see the stripes kind of brand, like, we've seen other designs, but this is the first time we've seen the stripes not go with their traditional just bars down, even if they're thicker or smaller.
Yeah. I put this
It feels
decent.
it feels a little, I don't know how to explain it, like,
I don't like this one.
techie,
Yeah.
like weird, futuristic, but honestly, I'm not mad at it. I'm fine with decent.
Yeah. I just don't like the stripe design. It just doesn't, like, you had this like awesome, kit from last year, a couple,
Yeah.
and then you do this thing with the stripes. It just
I
is
wish-
like, it's like very underwhelming. So that's why that's why I don't like it.
I think it's decent. It's plain, it's black, it's clean.
One of the only few times they ever did a black kit. This
Yep.
is also the first time that we're seeing them doing a black kit as well. I mean, it looks cool,
Yeah,
but
it's fine.
It's decent. It's just a standard black kit. It
Same as
doesn't.
last year's.
It's
worst
underwhelming.
sponsor.
It's actually, I would actually say this is just decent, because I don't think the sponsor helps this at all.
I think no, the sponsor hurts it a lot. Actually,
yeah, it does.
I really don't like Guitar Foundation as a sponsor. Yeah, I'm with you with decent. 2012, 2013 is where Barcelona starts losing the plot a little bit for their kits. This is where Nike starts losing the plot for them.
This was totally different. This was so out of the box and not Barcelona-esque at all. Is it bad? I think over time I've kind of liked this kit.
That's bad. This is rubbish. This is so between the sponsor, the
I'm not
gradient,
bad.
the gradient.
I know.
You.
Of all people. I don't know why.
This ain't it, man. This is tough.
I like how at least it continues on to the back. Like they do that. They did that red stripe. That can we at least give a little credit for that? I mean, it's not anything that's going to change your opinion. It's rubbish. It's still rubbish.
Okay,
I'm not
that's
saying
fine.
anything. It's still rubbish as hell. But
I don't like this kid. I didn't like it when it came out. I don't like it now. This kid has never done anything for me.
I have an affinity for things that are different and go against the norm.
I can't believe you didn't dunk this in Dreadful. That's even more crazy. I actually think it's a little better than the home kit, but I still think
better.
this
It's
is
decent.
rubbish.
It's decent.
You think it's decent?
It's a tequila sunrise, baby.
I didn't like. Didn't we dump the Man City one in rubbish too? Pete, this isn't good.
All right.
Also, this is better than the Man City one, but also like the Qatar Foundation sponsor is trash here.
Yeah.
Along with this, it's like an Orange Crush.
Those are delicious.
Great drinks, bad on jerseys. What do you want me to tell you here?
All right, put it in there. I'm not going to fight you. So, other thing to note about this kit, Manoli, Messi did have his best statistical calendar year. He scored the most goals in a whole calendar year. I want to say 91 in the calendar year of 2012. So
Messi,
it's not part. It was like half in the other kit, but then obviously he finished it off with this year's kit. But I mean, 91 goals, probably inflated because he probably played some really ass teams, but still amazing nonetheless.
I mean, you can't even like use that as an excuse. Like that's still so unbelievably. That's so crazy. I mean, I remember Messi that year was on demon time for the entire. It was just like up. He scored 3 more. Up another hat trick. Up a brace. 2013-2014 home kit. This is a kit I think I'll always kind of regret not grabbing because Neymar joins this year. That was one of the most electric sagas to follow, I remember.
This is a beauty, in my opinion.
Easy beauty.
Easy beauty.
I remember it was one of those ones that I'm like, damn, this is kind of... I really thought about getting because it was close to this kit. Slight changes. I love the circular collar on this one, where this one does more of the V-neck in a bit. It does have this interesting gradient on the sleeves, but we do see a positive switch for sponsors to Qatar Airways. I'm sure it's something connected, but I think this one's... I like the meaning behind it. It's supposed to represent the Catalan flag.
Yeah, the Senyera.
I think this is decent, though.
Low wear it out for me.
It's just... Would you honestly wear this out, though? Like, look, would you wear this out?
I guess
because I wouldn't. That's colors, where I stand on it.
Those colors are hard to work, no matter who you are.
It's Ronald McDonald.
Yeah.
Which actually would have been a killer sponsor when you think about it. Kind of a missed opportunity in the long run. Their away kit, you said they don't ever do black, and we've just been seeing so many black kits from them.
Well, I mean, it's just they're just they're just bringing over. It's just copying and repasting like
They
the
added a little yellow trim here. The sponsor
yeah.
makes it a little bit better.
It's decent.
It's still decent. It's
still
fine.
decent. They've never done black. There's only one black kit they've done well, and that's coming later. But they never do well with the black kits.
Yeah.
All right, so we're moving on to the 2014-2015 season. The one Luis Suarez joins, and it's the first year of MSN, Messi, Suarez, Neymar, for that front three, that freaking deadly front three. God, remember a time that we lived in when it was the MSN and the BBC with freaking Ronaldo, Benzema, and Bale? Just going back and forth.
MSN, Microsoft email service against big booty chicks.
Or the British Broadcasting Company.
That too.
Whichever you want.
We're getting down. I was a little down bad there, wasn't I?
Yeah, you are.
That was a little.
Oh, boy.
I need somebody to bonk me really quick. That was a little crazy.
Yeah, Edward, go bonk him. Interesting enough, Cesc Fabregas also leaves, and also
Chelsea.
Alexis Sanchez leaves too. It goes to the Prem, but this is to me another absolute class. Again, just the perfect amount of stripes. I like how they used the dark navy blue as kind of, I feel like, the base stripe. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly, but it feels like
being
this
on the sleeves, I would agree.
Yeah. And I love the little Señeta in the kind of V-neck right there.
It's a very nice detail.
They win the Champions League. They beat Juventus. They also were La Liga champs, and they were also Copa del Rey champs. What else can you say? They did everything that you needed to win, and you looked amazing in it. And also the sponsorship works very well here.
It's the start of the second half of their dynasty, I say. Once MSN starts, that's where I think they really start kicking things into high gear for a while.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's arguably the most dangerous attacking trio in history. It's unbelievable how good they were.
Yeah, the only crazy thing is this is the only Champions League that they won. They never got back to the final ever. They always
kind of stopped there, but everything else, I feel like
they would win La Liga, but they never got back to the Champions League. While BBC did the opposite. They did win La Ligas later, but they were winning Champions Leagues instead. So kind of pick your poison. What do you want, League or Champions League? This is decent.
Oh, that's fun. This is an easy wear it out for me.
Actually, you know what? I'll take it back. Wear it out. Wear it out's good.
Yeah,
I'm cool with the wear it out.
This is super clean. This bright orange. I like the kind of oh, I never noticed that before. It's the red on the front and then the blue on the back. It's kind of fun.
Yeah.
It almost would have been cool if they alternated this. They put on this sleeve the blue and the red in the back. I think this is a wear it out. This is a clean kit.
Yeah.
I actually think this is also wear it out.
This is decent to me. Again, this is just part of that stupid run by Nike where they just gave everyone the same third kit with the different highlighter colors. Although what I do remember in this kit was they played PSG in the Champions League, and I remember Suarez nutmegged David Luiz, and then he freaking had the most perfect pristine textbook curler into the top left corner, and I was just Jesus Christ. 2015,
2016.
I want to hear your take on this.
They win the double. I don't care. I think this kit's rubbish. I fucking hate this kit. I almost want to put it in I might get some flack for this. I can see the appeal because the colors are kind of clean, but dude, I fucking hate this kit.
I'm not going to fight you because I think, again, if I say my opinion, I'm probably on the wrong end too.
Go for it.
No, I was just going to say I kind of like it. To me, it's decent. I think it's because it's different. That's why I like it, because it's not what they're used to. I also don't mind horizontal stripes. I know you're not a horizontal stripe guy, although you have surprised me in the past when we've been doing these. But
you tried defending those gradient kits, so I don't want to hear shit.
All right. That's why I'm not fighting you.
I don't want to hear it.
I'm not fighting you. I'm with you. I'm on your side.
These are my biggest gripes. The obvious aside with the horizontal stripes. If they made them even maybe a little thicker, it could have worked out, but the Barca kit is almost overlapping it, so it's a little awkward looking there, and then it just does not fit the sponsor well either.
Yeah, and I was going to say the sponsor. I feel like it's fine with the crest. It's the sponsor one that really kills it.
If they went vertical stripes with this template, even still left the shoulders out and the sleeves, this would have been an easy, decent wear it out, but making it horizontal, it just looks so awkward to me. It is a little better on person, at least with athletes, but like I still
Yeah.
think this is a rubbish kit minimum. I mean, the away kits, I think it's like a wear it out. This is super clean.
Super clean. I like the colors here. The color works.
I actually like the back a lot that they do the Catalan flag. Just back. I like that it's just back here. I feel like I've never seen that before.
The only team I can think of that did something with just only the design on the back is the 07-08 United kit, where they did just the one stripe on the back. But that's really it.
That almost like feels like stylistic in a way. This is like interesting. The only thing I don't love, and I remember this, the blue shows up kind of tough from the name set, but honestly, I'm not really gonna dock it from it. I still think this is a wear it out.
I think so too. I love the blue shorts with it too. It's a nice compliment. Yeah, I would say again, because this is like what Nike was doing with that era, giving everyone the same.
I kind of think this is dreadful.
I put it in rubbish. I think this is the best ones out of all the other teams that we've done the same kit. Like, I know we gave City crap, we gave Inter crap. I can't remember what other Nike team did the same one, but I think because the color is better, it's like a poison dart frog in my opinion. It's okay. It's so rubbish. It's rubbish.
That's so fucking specific. That's so specific.
I don't know. It gives me a poison dart frog.
I guess like I don't like the grain on the sleeves. Like this just.
I know we don't like it. It's rubbish.
I know. I just feel like I don't know. Whatever. I'm fine with rubbish. I guess you rip away the crest and you rip away the sponsor and it's a fucking bargain bin athletic shirt. Like it's just.
It is. It's just a Nike training.
There's no thought behind it. They just needed a third kit. 2016, 2017. They won a Copa del Rey this year. Finished second. Nothing too substantial. I love how that's how we have to justify being substantial.
It's so funny. I know we didn't consider our standards there because they did win the Liga the year prior, so we did not give a fuck about it that year because it was that kind of bad. This year, I don't like this one.
I don't either. I don't like the stripes. It's stripeception. We have stripes within the stripes. They don't carry it over. This is that weird 16-17 Nike template.
Yeah, that's why it's the whole template. The template kills me. If they continued with the stripes, I don't mind the stripe within the stripe thing, but it's just the template is what kills it this year. Although PK be looking good before he cheated on Shakira.
All-time crazy fumble and just insane.
What a freaking Jesus Christ!
Where do we put this rubbish or is this decent?
I think it's just decent.
I don't think it's full-blown rubbish. I think it's close. I'll say that. I think this is definitely on the lower end of their home kits, but they're on thin ice.
Yeah.
I think this is decent. Yeah, I think it's high decent. I wouldn't wear it out, but like I can see somebody doing it. It's fine. Yeah. I like the neon pink with this kind of like purple, this deep purple.
The dark purple. Plum color kind of.
And I think this is, if we're putting that last year's blue, I think this is rubbish.
Rubbish. All right, that's fair.
We'll keep it simple. The gradients are no bueno here. I don't like the dark, this like
what the hell
weird hue they're doing with the sponsor.
It's ugly as shit.
Yeah, that's real funky.
Yeah. So we're moving on to 17-18. So this is like they've won like 4 out of the last 5 or 6 La Ligas now. So I mean, like you said, kind of continuing that dynastic run. I think this is kind of where everything kind of starts to tilt in Barca's kind of immediate future.
This is where the downhill starts. This is where the downhill starts.
Messi's still there. Messi's still doing his thing. He's still leading them and scoring all the goals, basically just being the club, right? But this
Neymar kind of had he wanted his shine.
He wanted his shine, so he has the whole saga where he goes to PSG for big money. Barca does not get talked about enough for some of the bad moves that they make from like this time on. I mean, this kid I kind of want to say rubbish or decent.
Oh, really? Oh, I'm trying to decide between. It's definitely not rubbish. I was trying to decide between decent and wear it out. So let's be in the middle of decent there.
I think this is decent. I don't think it's a wear it out. This is giving off the vibe. The stripes are giving off that vibe from some of those mid 2000 kits, like that one kind of kit I have here. That's kind of what's thinking in my head here.
This at least has the symmetry.
I don't like the template. The template is what kills it again.
This is where Nike starts going downhill with their templates, also. But also, Qatario is out. Rakuten is in. Interesting detail I never noticed though, on the sleeves. On the right sleeve we have Forza, and on the left sleeve we have Barca there. Little tiny details. I appreciate stuff like that though.
I do like that. That's very nice. I like the Siniera collar too.
Mm-hmm. They've done that a few different times, like some kind of...
But this is nice where it's rounded.
Yeah. No, it's clean. This is decent.
Yeah, it's just a nice
There's
color.
There's a little bit of a... it's almost like a diamond snowflake pattern
Yeah. It's like a Power Ranger template.
A little. It's fine. I don't like this.
Yeah, this is rubbish. This is like
This
a
is rough.
very un-Barca kit.
I think this. I'm willing to make our first Dreadful, our first Bloody Dreadful with this.
All right. Do it.
I don't.
Whenever you downgrade a kit that I'm not liking, I'm all for it.
You're in.
Yeah,
I don't
I'm
like
in.
this.
I'm along for the ride. Just take me where you want to go.
I don't like the pattern. I don't like the template. I don't like the color. We're throwing it down in hell.
Yeah.
Where it belongs. 2018, 2019, La Liga champs and Supercopa taking down the double here. Minimum wear it out.
I would say so too. This is one of those kits where you can take like Photoshop and improve it like 10 times better because it's again the template is what kills it. I've said it when we did like AC Milan and Inter.
So young.
I love it when like either you do the big thick stripes or you do multiple stripes. And I think when they do the multiple stripes here, it's invoking like those mid 2000 vibes. I just wish it went through the shoulders.
I actually really like this kit. I'd say wear it out. I think wear it out still. I like the blue. This is like a good Volt yellow.
Yeah. This is giving off the two like 05, 06, 04, 05 kind of vibes.
I really like the sleeve. I like that little detail in the sleeve. I think that's what saves it for me, actually. That's actually what really like kind of like steps it up a little.
Because if it was just that without the sleeve design, it's like, okay, it's just another yellow. But because of that, it saves it. This might be rubbish.
I see what they're going for. This is the city series. It's the top-down view of Barcelona.
Yeah, exactly.
This is rubbish. This did not do it.
Horrible execution here.
It looks awful there. It looks awful there. Looks awful in person. It's rubbish.
Nice color. I like the color.
The color's great. Actually, if it did no pattern, this would maybe be like in a high wear it out spot too.
2019, 2020 here. This kit does not work out. What is this, fucking Croatia?
It even says in the description here.
Like, why? What? I don't even know like a famous Croatian player that played at Barcelona.
Ivan Rakitic, but that's the only Croatian player I can think of.
That's true. That's a fair point. But an iconic player to base a home kit off of, my ass.
There's no way they're basing it off of Ivan Rakitic.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
This kit is, unfortunately, in my opinion, bloody dreadful. I think this is one of the.
It is bloody dreadful. This is the worst home kit. As many people did not like the horizontal stripes. At least you had the stripes.
I've been telling you, man. I've been telling you since the gradients. Like Barcelona starts losing the plot a lot for their home kits. They start getting weird with it. Yeah. This is like their worst offense.
This is the worst one by far.
There's one more coming up, but this is pretty up there. This one's bad.
Yeah.
Funny enough, this is a weird out.
This is a weird out. I like this a lot. Again, when they just use the simple yellow, red, and blue, like it works nice. You're not a sash guy. What the hell? I thought you weren't a sash guy.
We've been over this, man. I'm fine. It's horizontal stripes first. I don't mind sashes when done well. The sash is done well here. Goes around the sponsor. Sponsor's nice. I love the yellow on here. An easily missable one, red and blue trim. I went reverse.
I see.
That's really back.
That's nice.
Shout out Dory, Phil, and Urania. They brought me back this when they went on vacation to Barcelona.
Barcelona.
Sadly, they brought me that as a gift after visiting the Camp Nou. But yeah, this is weird out though. This is super clean. I really like this kit a lot.
Yes, very nice.
This beauty. Lock it in.
Yeah, it's a beauty. I love
this. This
was a year I think where Nike did for like their third kits. They were doing a retro vibe.
Yeah.
And I remember I think Roma did one as well. Yes.
This is our fourth kit. This is fucking awful. This is rubbish. This is dreadful.
This is dreadful.
The claw marks? The claw marks?
It's not a claw, it's the blood. I don't know if it's blood.
It looks like a tiger came through and rawr.
Okay.
Rawr. Just took it out.
Okay.
This is awful, Pete. This is awful.
It's for the Senora, baby. I thought we like it when we're saying stick it to the man. They don't like the Spanish government, and this is them saying we don't recognize the Spanish flag. We only care about our Senora.
Where would you put this?
Rubbish.
Okay, cool. Thank you. I'm glad we had this discussion. Glad we talked about that. You know what? You're going bloody dreadful.
Whoa.
You're going dreadful. You can't stop me.
What the?
You can't stop me.
Ah!
2020, 2021. This is, unfortunately, Messi's last year. Went out in the saddest, most unceremonious way ever in an empty Camp Nou. Pretty much was like borderline forced out of the club.
Financially,
went to
I mean,
PSG.
this is just bad financial play here. I always feel like
Between all of their transfers over the last couple of years, not being able to sell for value, like there was no choice. On that note, I do think this is a beauty of a kit. This is very, very clean. This is the closest they've come, I think, to this kit. Like,
exactly because that's what's inspiring
Yep.
of this kit is getting those 2010 2011 vibes. It's a 10-year anniversary of that kit too. They do it a little bit differently. There's more of like a textured design within the stripes there. The also gold trim down the stripes actually is a nice touch. I agree. I think it's
I wish the sleeves got a little action personally right there, the trim there, but I'm not mad at it. This is a beauty in my opinion. I really love the black and gold.
This is the only black kit that I think works for them. They don't do it often, but this was one. This is my favorite one because black and gold is just a killer color combo that you can't beat. You can't mess it up.
It's borderline impossible to fuck up. I'm sure someone can, but not this.
Exactly.
This is gorgeous. I love this kit. It's so much fun.
Where you putting it?
I think low beauty.
Yeah, I put it in beauty.
I think this is so much fun. This is like we've never seen this before.
Pink kits
from Barcelona.
Always, yes, it's crazy that they've never dropped like a pink kit before.
If I was a Barca fan, this would have been an insta cop.
Yeah, exactly. These are just good colors that work well together, and it's always fun. Pink kits in soccer are fun. So now we're in the post Messi era. Now Messi obviously moved on to PSG on a free. This is Barca's just like, what the fuck do we do?
Messi, though, got out just in the nick of time to dodge this fucking dog shit kit. This is their worst kit in history.
This is so bad.
This is the one I've been dreading talking about. I hate this kit so much. This makes the checkered look like the Mona Lisa.
I like the idea that they were trying to do. It looks like they were kind of trying to copy the crest with how they do the cross right there.
Yes, but
it's just terrible execution. I think there's also different pant colored shorts. You could see it there. It's like half. Look at that. Half red, half blue. Like, what are we doing? Now this
is awful. This is the worst kit I've ever. I'm just joking. This is a fucking beauty.
Okay, all right, beauty.
Oh, I think it's a beauty. I love this kit. The colors are sick.
What's nice about this is you can't see they go red, and there's also like a design. There's like I don't know what I can't read what it says. I think it just says Barca or Forza Barca, but they got red and blue on this side. It's really nice.
The crest and the badge. If you want to give a quick show off there, the way it reflects is awesome.
Yeah,
love
the lighting.
I love when they use the metallic badge.
Also, lilac purple too, like a lavender color. Don't see that often from Barca as well. So again, really cool.
This across the board is the worst kit they've ever released.
I kind of like it. It's a good vibe shirt. I feel like it's a good vibe shirt to me, in my opinion. It's a third kit. I thought third kits were supposed to be funky. Ugh. What's so bad about it?
Where do you want to put it, Pete?
I put it in like decent. Maybe wear it out.
I fucking hate this game.
Put it in decent, baby.
This is fucking awful. Oh my god. Going into 22-23.
New sponsor,
Spotify. I really like the sponsor, honestly. I think it's fun. Yeah. I think it looks good. They've been doing this thing where they kind of like what Paramount was doing, where they'll change the movies. They'll like doing certain artists. I think it's for El Clásicos they typically do it.
Yeah, for the big games they do it. I know they did one for Drake with the OVO
they did one with Rosalina. I think this is a wear it out. I actually really like this home kit.
I like this one too. I like the dark colors. I like the dark.
The dark's good. This is one of the few kits that worked with this Nike template.
Yeah, Lewandowski comes in this year too. Jules Koundé.
Still trying to figure out how to pay him off. This is a beauty.
Yeah, I know I'm not always the biggest fan of the city map design on the shirt or map designs, if you ever saw our intro episode, but this one works a lot, and I love it because of the colors. Also, I love the monochromatic badge. The monochromatic badge here is very subtle, and it works well. The color's nice, too. I love the gold.
So this is a really fun detail. I didn't know this until reading here. Mm-hmm. So it's the color and sleeve design of this new shirt was inspired by the gold medals that athletes get at the Olympic events. 30 years at the Olympics took place in Barcelona in 92. And it's representing the 5 colors of the rings. So that's fun.
Ooh,
That's a fun little
cool.
decal.
I didn't notice that. I was gonna say I like the trim. The trim was cool, but
This is a
didn't
really cool
mention the
kit.
rings.
This is a very cool kit.
Yeah.
Nike really did well with themselves here.
Mm-hmm.
I also really like this one. It's a throwback. It's a throwback to one of the first away kits. It might have been the third kit that we've reviewed in the beginning of this episode with the color scheme, the gray with the blue and white.
Yeah.
Design wise, it's different, but this is the first time we've seen this color scheme.
This
Since
is
the 90s.
This is given like that inter away
Little
kit
bit.
with the St. George's cross.
Yep.
I like it here because different like half cross colors with the blue and the red.
Spotify decided to match the base here. Hello, my sweet boy. I think it's a wear it out though.
This is a wear it out.
This is super nice. Barcelona's fourth kit this year does not do it for me.
I think it's decent. It's decent in my opinion.
It's better.
It's better than the other Senyera one, the one with the claws.
Well, yeah, but that one was also awful. This is. I just don't like. I think the sponsor sits a little low. The bat they only have a Nike logo on the sleeve there. It just looks bare. I don't like the stripes. The sleeve trim's kind of cool.
I don't mind. I think it's better than the other one.
I'll put it low decent. I just I don't know. This one is not for me. A 23-24 home kit. Fun fact, I got to the Camp Nou store the day before this kit launched. So they didn't have this one, and they were sold out of all of last year's. So I walked away with nothing. But I actually kind of like this kit. Hate to see it. I do kind of like this kit. I kind of want to put it and wear it out. Kind of want to put it in decent. I feel I didn't like this as much when I first saw it. I don't love this little kind of like jagged edge design they put on between the stripes, because it reminds me. This is what it reminds me of. It's very random, I know, but you know, like the parts of like tags you rip off, the perforated tags.
Yeah.
That's what it reminds me of, and I can't unsee it.
I like when some teams that have stripes implement a little more jagged on the stripes. It just, for some reason, it doesn't work on this one. I think this is decent. I don't like this one a lot because this also, it doesn't seem like a Barcelona kit. You know what I mean? This seems like there's other teams, there's other Spanish teams, like for some reason Levante comes to mind, that have like the same color scheme. This seems like a Levante kit. I don't know why. Maybe I'm being very niche with that, but like it just doesn't yell Barca kit.
This is
It's decent. I hate this actually. I don't like this. This is
rubbish. I don't think it's rubbish. I like the alternating red and blue here.
I'll meet you
I
in the
think it's fine. I can see someone going for it.
I'll meet you in the middle. Decent.
All right, Barcelona's away kit here. They actually go with a little bit of a throwback design on their crest here.
Yes.
I really like this kind of like, it's not quite off-white. It's almost like a very like grayish. It's not perfectly white as it looks, but I like the kind of like split.
It says it's white. It says it's white there.
It's when you see it, like, yes, it looks a little bit off color when you see it in person. Anyway, either way, this is an easy wear it out.
Yeah, this is an easy wear it out. It's nice. I like the throwback badge on there. It's really good.
So now we are currently up to date on the 24-25 home kit, and this is bare minimum of beauty. Any disagreements?
No disagreement on my end. This is what we would call a quintessential modern retro throwback. I think that's what they're using in the industry nowadays. Because,
definitive callback.
Yeah, this is inspired by the 99-2000 kit, which was the Centennial kit. So this is combining those elements. Obviously, they don't have the years like the 1899 to 1999 that they did. But the only thing, I just wish they did the symmetry. I wish they did the Nike logo, but it's fine. It doesn't hurt it at all.
So it's funny you mentioned that. So for one, I really love the bars, the alternating color. I think it works very well here. I do like how they do it, even though it's not as symmetrical with the crest and the logo. But this Instagram account I found, Georgina Legar, apologies if I butcher this pronunciation, but she's like a Barcelona super fan, it seems. And she's done a bunch of like Photoshop edits and these like really cool video edits where she makes these really nice changes to this year's Barcelona kit. So like one thing she does is she centers up the Nike logo, but then she adds in the dates, the anniversary dates of the club. And I think that really just takes it from like 0 to 100. Like if that was the kit that they actually released, that she designed, that would have been a day one purchase for me. Mm-hmm. Super clean. But I do still really love this kit. I still really want to pick it up. The only thing is the version that we can buy doesn't have the Spotify logo. It's not just a Spotify logo like here. That's only for the players. The only version that we can buy, you can kind of see it here, is has the Spotify text on it. I still think it looks good though, but you're actually not. Oh, here we go. You can only purchase this version, even if you get the player edition. Only the people on field have the Spotify logo, which is interesting.
Yeah,
so it might end up being a bit of a collector's edition item if you can find one.
Yeah.
Their away kit, I think, is an easy wear it out. I would even argue putting it in beauty. I really like this a lot.
Yeah, where it looks like the last two black kits they've kind of got right. I like this one because it also kind of looks like the kit that I'm wearing in a way, because they do like the half red, half blue stripe down the side panel. I know I don't like gradients, but the gradient works here. I like this. It works
very well because it's a very minimal gradient too.
Yeah.
The way they alternate the red and the blue there, the big red Spotify logo actually plays very well. Yeah. But even like with the Nike logo, with the Barcelona crest, this kit's awesome. It's super clean.
I say wear it out. That's where
Easy,
I put
wear it out. This is actually, I'm going to say, decent. I wouldn't wear it out. I can see why someone would get this. I think this is one of the lesser offensive third kits that Nike released this year.
They're trying to say it's the Volt yellow. We're trying to give off
It's definitely
that
a
vibe.
shakeup. It's definitely a shakeup of like the classic Volt yellow that they've been rocking over the last couple of years. But
I would low decent. I was borderline rubbish.
I'd go decent. I think
low decent in my books.
I'm not mad when I see this. That's why I know it's not rubbish. And there we have it, folks. We have tier listed all of Barcelona's kits from the late 90s up until the modern day. And I told you, they were off to a very hot start, a sprint even. But once we dropped in those first rubbishes is when we really started to see the cracks in Nike's scheme come.
I always feel it, and I feel like I say this every episode. I always feel like when we look at the whole grand big scheme picture of where we end up at the end of these tier rankings, I feel like it perfectly encapsulates the club, because obviously the late 90s all through the 2000s and the early 10s is like, and even through the mid 2010s actually, like that's Barcelona, peak Barcelona power, winning La Ligas and winning Copa del Rey's and Champions Leagues and everything. It's until we get to like that mid end of the 2010s or into the 2020s that you see it, the empires start to crumble, and that's where we see some of these crappy designs, like the Croatia kit and that one terrible one from like the year after Messi left. That's where you see it. So again, Nike really fell hard. They had a couple glimpses of brilliance, and they still have their moments, but right around when they dropped the gradient kit is where Nike, I felt, started to go downhill, as well as like for a lot of clubs. And you definitely saw some big cracks here. I mean, the flag kit it's unforgivable. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you all for being here. And cheers, my friends. See you guys.